Hey, 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 everyone. Hope you're having a good day. I know I am. Where I'm sitting. Hold on. Listen to
Where I'm
this.
sitting, it's not fair.
Oh, poor Mikey boy. Hey, here, let's listen to that again. Poor whiny boy, poor whiny bag.
Where
Oh, poor whiny boy. Oh, poor little whiny boy. It's not fair. Life ain't fair. Okay. Hey, Spitting Cobra, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see everyone here. Uh, hey, Paul and Fullerton. By the way, y'all, if you want to think life ain't fair on YouTube, but when cry a river, get over it. Oh my God, Spit Cover, you had me cracking up this morning, bro. Oh my God, I was dying, dude. Woo. Now that wasn't fair. Us making you dance like that in front of the cops. That was not fair, but it did get you some thumbs up for sure. Bro, that was some funny shit, man. I'm telling you. I loved it. But more serious stuff here. Uh um Biden just put another guy in that is an anti-gun guy into another position. Uh hey, Zombie Enforcement Bureau, how are you? I'm telling you now, things are getting really nasty. They're putting their freaking players in play, guy. I'm telling you. One more anti-gun guy came in play. Andrew Como, is now trying to sit there and put us to where there's going to be a class action lawsuit. Hey, Az man, yeah, big time Az, big time. They are really pushing this anti-gun, and they're really pushing hard on this. Everybody's got to get it back now. Um, it's getting really scary. They have not made it a mandatory thing yet, as far as the government goes, that I've seen, but they're allowing people to let their businesses go and force people to have the vaccine, have to prove they have the vaccine if they're going to even work and come in or even come in and eat. Lawsuit against American gun makers, attributing a lot of blame for gun violence in their country and gun smuggling on how guns are marketed in that country. Well, here's the problem with that. Mexico, about 80% of their guns come from outside of the U.S., from Russia and China. So they have more problem with Russia and China than they do U.S. guns. So just saying. Right now, freaking Como has started a class action lawsuit against all gun makers, and right now, anybody who had a fifth cousin twice removed by three times on his mama's side. I never even met him, never knew he existed, just knew he was there. And one day someone told him about him, and he got told him about him, and they got a gun was involved in the death somehow. they could jump on this lawsuit. See, that's fucking wrong right there. That should not ever happen. It should be even. I mean, what about religious people who don't want to take it? Uh, so on and so forth. That's going against constitutional rights, people. Big time. To force anybody to put anything inside their body that they do not want. Uh, that's just as big of a constitutional right taken from you as your First Amendment when the cops tell you to shut the fuck up and then arrest you if you don't. Or try to stop you from carrying your gun when you got the right to carry your gun. To me, that should be against your religious preference or any other preference that you choose to say, no, I do not want that fucking thing in my body. You know, uh, yeah, I agree. Problem is, is he anteed up the money to get the lawsuit started. Now the lawyers are just going to run with it. Okay. When they're sitting there looking at millions and millions of dollars, and everybody said they wouldn't take down the big cigarette companies. Okay. What they do, they damn near took them down and made it damn near impossible to hardly get a cigarette or anything else. And made it to where almost all cigarettes are gone. Okay. Uh, you know, uh, they could do the same thing with guns with a lawsuit like this. The same exact thing. And they did the same exact thing with cigarettes, I might add. The first lawsuits were opened up to anybody who had a family member that died from a cigarette, even if they were their fifth cousin twice removed on their daddy's side, and had three more cousins in between. People could jump on that lawsuit, and that's how they did it with cigarettes. Yeah, they're trying hard spinning Cobra. It really is. It is really hard. It's not a good thing to watch. See what they're trying to do and trying to become. Hey, Swammy, what's up? Where Obama, in order to toe the party line, had to cancel his big birthday party bash that he had planned up with Martha's venue because of COVID. Oh, bull, man, poor Obama. That poor man, poor guy can't have his birthday party. Poor old Bammy. Hey, Mrs. Dylan Beck, hey, FTSS. If anybody would like to come up here, let's see if I can get this stupid thing to let me put up what I want to put up here. There we go. Anybody's welcome up here. This is a interesting topic, I think personally, and it should be talked about. Honestly, I think computer shit to work. Hey, there we go. Let's go back here and let me get over here to YouTube real quick and get on my channel. That'll make things a little bit easier, maybe. Um, Give me a second, guys. I'm having technical difficulties here. Give me a second here. There is There we go. Here we go. Now I should be able to do it. Yeah, there we go. There is, and there's the link to the restream. So yeah, needless to say, I know they're having a hard time. That's why the class action lawsuits against car manufacturers and liquor manufacturers, sugar manufacturers, and fired food restaurants, fast food restaurants. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of that stuff to try to get to the fast food stuff. That was really nothing, really. I don't think, because they weren't allowing everybody and their goddamn brother in on it. The sugar, they didn't allow everybody and their damn brother in on it. Car manufacturers, they didn't allow everybody and their brother in on it. That's the difference. Como's lawsuits allowing everybody and their fucking brother in on it, just like they did with the cigarettes. Okay, everybody, their brother, their cousin, their mother, their father, their cousin's mother, father, whatever. Okay, they're allowing anybody and everybody in on it. That's the difference. It's not a, believe me, it's not good, guys. What I'm looking at. Uh, they got a lot of stuff positioned in different areas that they used to never have it to. Um, you know, like they're expecting something bad to happen or something like that effect. And that's the way it seems like they're at. All right, Spitting Cobra, you enjoy your rest of your day, man. You'll always see me over there when I see you go live, even if I can't stay long myself. Uh, you always get a thumbs up from me for sure. Always. And if anybody is not subbed to Spitting Cobra, you should be subbed to him. He's a good guy. He's a good auditor. Same as AZ. Um, he's a good guy and a good auditor as well. Hey, I would suggest watching them. They work hard for our rights. I mean, Spitting Cobra was sitting there. He just got off work this morning. Uh, he's done until that lawsuit comes around, and then that's going to be his. That's going to either make him or break him, Mrs. Stillenbeck. Honestly, just saying. Um, but Spitting Cobra just got done working a night shift, and he was out there cop watching, make sure the cops weren't trying to fuck over someone. You know, um, so he's a really good auditor, same as AZ Unfiltered. He's a good auditor as well. So if y'all ain't subbed to them, you should be. They're great auditors. Oh, good, Swamy. You're grilling. Cool, cool, cool. So, yeah, y'all, this bears watching y'all and trying to do something. Um, if anything, write you freaking congressman, anything, one letter might be the difference. You never know. It might be the difference that gets through that says, hey, we don't need this shit. They're trying to put laws into place to stop us from dealing with by being able to stop us from filming to show what's going wrong uh, in different places, things like that. It's really getting slicey and dicey out there, guys. Definitely something to keep your earballs peeled to. Yes, sir. Dirty Man goes, guess what? Your YouTube channel is, it ain't fair, but when. You still got your YouTube channel. I agree, FDSS. I agree. Um, but Dirty Mike, you just need to grow up, dude. You're like a little kid, dude. Crying and whining and boohooing over someone that didn't that has a problem. Okay. Big whoop. They got a problem with someone that you wanted to come to your stream and you're talking about getting rid of them so you can have someone to, and them people have been there with you through thick and thin, but you'd rather not have thick and thin. You'd rather have fair weather and a fucking thumbs up or thumbs down, and have someone there that you don't even know. Yeah, Dirty Mike, the Dirty Mike auditor accountability. Uh, he was whining and crying just a few seconds ago that that he wanted to get rid of someone out of his chat to have another person that's more popular come over to his chat. But that person had been that he was saying he wanted out of his chat has been there with him through thick and thin. But I also know how he acts. Thick and thin, help you out, try to help him out, he throws you away. He don't give a fuck. He's as much of a turncoat as the other turncoat named Denny Fan. So, uh, I should have never thought any different on that one as well when he supported everything uh, that Dirty Mike did. Okay. Uh, that, but grow up, dude. Life ain't fair. You think you and him turncoating on me was fair? Absolutely not. But I don't care. I went over here. I've been on my channel since. I go to Salty's. I go to a few places here and there. But life ain't fair. Get over it. If life was fair, I would have done have my disability long before I got it. If life was fair, I would have my back pay, uh, so on and so forth. But life ain't fair. You got to move on, pick up your drawers, and take the diaper off and the binky out of your mouth. Quit whining and crying. And quit. Oh my God, I'm going to shut down my channel because I'm not getting my way again. Oh my God. My dude, I'm glad I'm not over there no more. You wear you whine more than emo howling, and that's saying something. You know, I'm agitated. I'm agitated. I'm emo howling. And then the emo howling wolf leaves. Now we got Dirty Mike. I'm agitated. I'm agitated. I'm gonna shut up my channel. Only difference between you and emo is you don't. Actually, I can't say this because for certain is you don't wear a diaper, Mike. That's the only difference. But I can't say that for certain because you might wear diapers too. Yeah, don't forget the sippy cup too. Yeah, Caterpillar, you ain't kidding. Uh, pull up your pants, take off the diaper, grow up. You are older than me, I believe. Get over yourself. Quit whining. But I do think it's funny someone that's been with you through thick and thin from the beginning of your channel almost tried to support you in any way they can, you're turning your back on them and even threaten to turn your back on them just because you could get someone more popular in your channel. Now, I can tell you this, I'd rather have friends that have been with me for through thick and thin that'll tell me if I'm doing right or wrong. Amen to that, Caterpillar. Amen to that. You know, Caterpillar, that's one right there. I'm going to take and use her for a a point here. Okay, and Swammy, you know, thick and thin, no matter what, they've been there. Swammy's told me off. I've told Swammy off. Caterpillar's told me off. I really ain't told Caterpillar off because I just don't have the balls to tell her off. No. Actually, when Caterpillar's going off, it has told me I was doing wrong. She was pretty damn well spot money on the money, and always. And I don't think she wanted to set me in the wrong way. Okay. He is a troll to auditors. FDSS. He thinks he can tell an auditor what they can and can't do or how they did something right or wrong. Even though he don't get off his fat ass and go out and do a fucking audit. So yeah, until he picks up that fucking camera and walks out the door and actually does it, you really ain't got much room to fucking talk. Period. To tell an auditor he's doing wrong or right. An auditor does what he feels as though is wrong or right for him. Period. End of statement. If it causes him trouble, it causes him trouble. If it does something to help, it does something to help, so on and so forth. Okay. So I'm sort of glad I'm not over there anymore. You know, then you got turncoat. He's turncoat one and turncoat two's an E-fan. We all know where that problem lies. So needless to say, they're uh, they're they're shit. They're nothing but pieces of shit that whine and cry when they don't get their way, so on and so forth. Instead of at least, you know, and they threaten to get rid of people that's been there with them through thick and thin. You know, I, I just can't. I have a problem with that. You know, I really have a big problem with that. You know, Swammy's been there through thick and skin. Paul Fullerton's been through thick and skin, thin. Caterpillar, uh, Salty Rant, all of them, thick and thin, man, thick and thin. Uh, and FDSS has been through thick and thin with me. You know, I've been through thick and thin with FDSS too. You know, so on and so forth. You know, would I want to kick them out of my stream because some popular guy said he wouldn't come to my stream because they have a problem with them? Absolutely not. Okay. I don't give a fuck about them. This ain't a popularity contest to me. And that was quite a harsh thing to see, hear, or even look at. It was stupid. All because it's not fair to him That when someone said they wouldn't come to my channel because of someone I like that's in my chat or someone that's been there through thick and thin with me, they didn't like it and they wouldn't come here. I'd say, good, you don't need to be here anyway. I don't need you. I don't care how popular they are. Uh, well, if you went over there and watched it, I'm not getting in amongst that argument and that fight. I'm just saying, I do see where his fucking uh, allegiance lies. It's to popularity and not supporters. Okay. He did the same thing to me. He did the same thing to Pandora. Now he's trying to do the same thing to others. You know, and yes, he needs to man the fuck up, Caterpillar. He really fucking does. He's the new emo howling wolf, is what he turned out to be. I need a binky and I need a diaper change. Wee, wee, wee. I agree, FDSS, and you know what? Here's the thing: if you can't stand the people I'm around or whatever, but when hit the road, you know, uh, you know, I can tell you now, there's a million other fucking streams out there. That's it, FDSS. You're right. But they'll be the one. They'll be the ones whining and crying and bitching and boo-hooing when shit hits the fan for real. Because that's all they know. If they're whining and bitching and crying about their damn YouTube channel, then they're whining and bitching and crying about fucking, you know, you know what I'm saying? And the popularity of it. That's the part I'm getting. Well, the thing is, what he's going to do with that type of fucking attitude, he ain't going to have a YouTube channel on, no matter who he's got there. Because he'll whine, he'll cry, oh, I gotta shut down my channel. Oh my god, I need a diaper change. I need to shut down my channel. I shit myself. Just like emo. Okay? Uh, when he does it, people are only going to put up with that for so long. And that type of bullshit. You know, and then yeah, he might get one or two come through, stroll through, maybe 4 or 5 tops, stroll through because the loyalty ain't there. So, me trying to give warning, you know, I don't even know why I'm trying to give that warning to him, but still. Well, that's your choice, FPSS. I mean, I won't tell you not to go there. I'm just telling you what to expect when you go there. Oh, yeah, Jack and Diane, 2 American kids growing up in the heartland, sucking on chili dogs outside the tasty freeze. Amen to that, Caterpillar. I like that. I like that old song. You're gonna make me want to look that song up when I close down my stream yeah, close down my stream just so I can hear it. That's a good song though, Caterpillar. It really is. Um, so my suggestion is this: grow the fuck up, Mike. Life ain't fair. Life is very rarely fair. If life was fair, none of us would have a problem. None of us would have to worry about being in pain. None of us would have to worry about any goddamn thing out there. Okay? Life ain't fucking fair. You gotta go with the hands that dealt and not whine and cry about it. You know, to get, yes, amen to that, Caterpillar. Amen. John Cougar Millicat. There ain't no truer shame than that. Because when I die, guess what? The world don't just stop because I die. The world don't stop because I didn't have a popular guy on my YouTube channel. The world don't stop for whatever the reason. It just don't work that way. Life goes on and it keeps going on with or without you. Uh, it don't care. The world don't stop rotating, you know, with or without you. You're just all you could do is Garth Brooks came up with a real good song on a Scarecrow album called "Pushing Up Daisies," and part of that song it says everybody knows what the dates on a headstone mean, but the only thing that means anything is the little dash in between. The little dash in between is your life and how you spend your life. Amen to that, Paul. You're correct. You're correct. Yep, the world didn't stop turning then. It didn't stop turning in Y2K. It didn't stop turning in 2012. It all kept on going. Same here, Caterpillar. Same here. I appreciate it, Cat. I just give my advice. You know, it's way I try to live life. You know, it's why you know I get upset and then I move on. You know, I'll have a little spell. Yeah, I'll yell and scream, whatever. Fuck you, sons of bitches, blah 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 blah. You know, that then I move on. I don't dwell on it. You know, I don't devote my life to ruining other people's lives, even if I hate them. Hey, Cooking with Lulu Ramos, how are you? Even if I hate them and I actually use the word hate for their name, if I am addressing them, okay? There's only three people in this world now that I could say that about. Well, actually, two, because one's dead now. He passed away a while back. You know, so just grow up, get the diaper off, get the binky out of your mouth, quit being an emo, and be a man. Quit saying it ain't fair to me. Well, you know, life was fair, man. If life was fair, if life was fair, I'd have a bummed up leg. I would not. I would have my sailboat, and I'd have everything I want on that sailboat. That would be life would be fair for me. You know. But guess what? I ain't got it, so I got to move on, and I got to keep going and doing what I got to do. I got to deal with this bum leg. I got to deal without having a sailboat and go on. You know, so got to deal with what's in your hand at the time. You know the what's that? What's that? Hey, Salty. Yeah, what's that song that Johnny Cash did? The Gambler. Got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. That them are words to live by, people, for sure. I hope you're doing good today, Lulu. I really do. I'm doing pretty good now that I've gotten rid of my headache that I had for 2 days, Lulu. So I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Oh, it wasn't Johnny Cash. That was Kenny Rogers. You're right. Kenny Rogers. You're right, Salty Grant. I accidentally said the wrong dude. It was Kenny Rogers that sang that song. I said Johnny Cash, didn't I? My bad. I am doing great, Lulu. I am doing great right now. Hold on a second there, Salty. I know you just came up. There you go. There you go, Salty. How are you, man? How are you?
Live. Did you just start, or has this been ongoing for a while?
38 minutes.
Oh, okay. So I'm fashionably late as compared to unreasonably.
Yeah, Mrs. Dillenbeck was here before you.
That's embarrassing. If Mrs. Dillenbeck can get her before me, then I'm fucking slacking. Anyway, I've
Amen
been
to that,
given a
caterpillar.
proposition.
You've been
But we don't know what's going to happen.
You had a
Yeah, not a sexual.
proposition. Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a
I
sexual
was gonna
thing,
say.
mind you.
I was gonna say, how much was she gonna cost behind the McDonald's?
Yeah, well, it may still be costly. So, as you know, the new car dealerships have hit a fucking recession, and they're paying
Oh,
allegedly big money for cars right now. Like if you Hemi, say you bought it 2 years ago at like 0% interest, you could take it to the dealership, probably get 40 to 60,000 more for the car, probably pay off your fucking loan and still have 20 to 40,000 in your pocket. It's crazy. So I got an offer from Nissan to take my car in tomorrow and have it appraised. Now, honestly, I don't think they're going to pay it off. And because I'm new in my loan, if I take the course of my loan and I go for the 65 months, it'll cost me right around 29. That's with my interest charge, my interest rate, and all my payments. Okay, that's how finance works. You with me?
yeah, I'm listening.
Anyway, so I owe like $15,019.68 because I'm still into my loan. I got like 3.5 years to go. Not bad.
I fit,
Got my
I
gap.
fit that statement. Hold on a second. I fit that statement real well, Cata. I fit that statement real well. I'm not perfect, but at least I ain't fake. There you go. Go ahead, Salty.
Yeah, you don't
Sorry
want to
about
be
that.
fake.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go there tomorrow and praise it. I'll clean it up a little bit, probably take all my shit out of the truck, for work and everything. But I'm looking at a 2021 model that has a lot more safety features, and it's a little bit smaller car lot, going back to a car that's not my Nissan Sentra. Right now, I have a 2019 Nissan Sentra with what they call a appearance package. Came with the alloy rim, the rear spoiler, like I need all that shit. Backup camera, Bluetooth radio, Bluetooth controls on the steering wheel, cruise control. It has the front warning, where it tells you if you're too close to other vehicles. But it's not a bad car. And my car is a dark metallic silver. Not gunmetal, but close.
Right.
So if I keep my car, I don't give a fuck. Because my payments are locked in. I got them to around 400, and then by the time I got my gap and, did all my finance charges and all that bullshit, it was about not bad. Every 2 weeks, $250 or $300 comes out of my check, goes into a special account. So, I know how to save money now. I should have always known, ladies and gentlemen, but not perfect, but at least I'm not a fake ass.
Yeah.
I agree with Tammy and Caterpillar on that statement.
I agree with the next statement Caterpillar said too. Fake friends are like shadows. They follow you in the sun, but leave your ass in the dark.
Exactly. Anyway, I go there tomorrow and see what they say. If offer any kind of a ridiculous lure, I'm just gonna get up and be like, all right, thank you for your time. And under my breath, I'm like, say, go fuck yourself.
Right.
I'm looking at getting a SR version of the Versa. I don't know what SR stands for, but it's the top trim package. If I can get the car, and I can get a cheaper and I can get a cheaper payment, because right 1,000 or just a little bit over 20,000, you can get a fully loaded. Obviously, it's not a Sentra. For that, it's the only new car that they have on the dealership lot, so they say. I don't know what it is with this inflation and all this craziness that's going on in my neck of the world.
Don't worry, it's all over the place, dude. It's called a fake fucking. They're trying to force a fake goddamn depression on us because it should not be happening. They're forcing it to happen.
Well, I remember years ago. Well, this is many years ago now, probably 20 years ago, 30 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. Actually, buy a car with standard options like a stick shift. You had a choice. Now everything's all automatic and shit.
Well, you can still get a standard, but it costs you more now, where it used to actually cost you less back in the day. Just saying.
But looking at the cars that I'm looking at and the one that I have currently, there was no standard option for stick shift.
Oh, really? They took that away from that particular style of vehicle?
What's that?
They took that away from that particular style of vehicle then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sucks. Because I know Nissan still sells stick shifts all over the world. It might not be the one you want, but I know Nissan still sells.
Yeah, so I know what I got to have in my car. Tempting as it is, if they don't pay off my car, I'm probably not going to roll any money in the new car. Why do I want that extra debt,
Right. Myself personally, I think what they're trying to do. Myself personally, I think what they're trying to do is get everybody out of fucking gas cars. to help out what's his name with his fucking Teslas and shit.
Oh yeah, Elon Musk. Fuck Elon Musk. Story about Tesla in a minute. But so picture it out. So I got a car that's 2 years old, and it's got 29,000 miles, about 29,000 miles. So the average is between 15,000 and 16,000 miles a year for mileage. It used to be between 10 and 12, but you know, the standards rate has come up as far as cars go. People are driving a lot more for the job, so on and so forth. Most of that shit is freeway miles for me because I'm always ripping it on the freeway and setting my cruise control.
Yeah.
I think I got like a 1.8. Not bad. I mean, you know, it's a front wheel drive car, but the car is fucking heavy like a tank. So when I opened my doors, I had that premium feeling with the leather, you know, the cloth and the trim and all that. So when I shut my door, it hits like a full size car. I got a nice car for what it is, just an appearance package. Sentra with all the fucking goodies. I got the alloy wheels, you know, shit like that. I was just looking for something with no alloy wheels, and you know, but I don't know. We'll see. But when the sales manager from the internet says you're going to get a better price on the internet, by the way, when you come tomorrow, disregard all the salesmen. She goes, I know it'll seem a little crazy, like you're going to have a bunch of people surrounding you. Just tell them you're going to go see the receptionist because you have an appointment with the internet sales manager. Don't let it overwhelm you. So when she's giving me a warning, then I'm going to see how in dire straits these motherfuckers really are, because, you know, most car salesmen are sharks, just like lawyers, in my opinion. So if they're that fucking desperate that they're going to try to surround me and shit, I'm like, I got nothing to do with this shit. I guess it's a bad time to be a car dealer or a person.
Well, I was reading a story not too long ago. They literally have fields of cars, 2020s, 2019s, things like that. Hardly any mileage on them, if any at all. Just putting these fields because they ain't selling anymore. People are getting the Elon
Because
Musk
of this big
cars.
bullshit we're dealing with.
Yeah, well,
Recession and shit. I mean, like,
the ones that can afford it to buy a new car are getting Elon Musk bullshit. Okay.
yeah.
And the
I'm gonna tell you something about Tesla that I found out from watching.
and then hold on, let me finish. God damn it! Let me
sorry,
finish.
keep going in and out.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I said let me finish. So there. Okay. So you got the ones that can afford cars that going to buy for Elon Musk. Okay. Why, I don't know. I would never own one of them fucking electric cars in my life, because to replace a battery bank, it's going to cost you as much as going to buy a fucking straight out of the crate blueprint motor. And then you got to, that's the cost of the battery bank. Then you got to pay for someone to put them in for you, because you got to tear the car half apart just to do it, unless you want to take the time to tear the car half apart yourself. Okay. Then, and then you got the other people in the United States that can't, because they ain't dropping the price of them even those damn gas cars. They ain't dropping them so people will buy them and can afford to buy them. But they can't afford to buy them anyway, because you're sitting there, the jobs just ain't there. Everybody's saying, oh, there's jobs everywhere. There's jobs everywhere. Okay, I want you to come here to Rochester and show me where the jobs are.
But they're not paying the standard rate.
Yeah. Well, I want people to come here to Rochester and show me where the fucking jobs are. I want people to go to New York and show where the fucking jobs are in New York. Okay. Because the people that are in New York City versus the jobs that are there ain't compatible. The jobs, there ain't no new jobs here in Rochester. Okay. Uh, so on and so forth. Okay. Now they're trying to force you to work. You got to have that fucking goddamn vaccine to work now, and they're allowing companies to go against the HIPAA laws and force you to show proof that you got the fucking vaccine now. It's a bunch of bullshit, people, and that's what you're dealing with. But go ahead. Now you can get that out there. Them are good talking points right there.
Little story about Elon Musk. Yeah, they're great talking points, and I'm gonna try to hit everyone I can. First time ever, I know. Um, so Elon Musk has this Tesla program. He sells his cars named Tesla. But here's the problem. According to Rich Rebuilds, he's a enterprising man on YouTube, and I forget what part of the eastern part of the United States he lives in, but he's built Teslas. In fact, he's got a garage with a couple of people that work for him, and he rebuilds electric cars, mainly Teslas, because he always wanted to get a Tesla, but he couldn't high price tag on said Tesla. So he had a flood damaged Tesla, so on and so. Well, you figure Elon Musk would be like, "Hey, good job." Well, they treated this guy like for taking a Tesla and rebuilding it, showing the world that you can rebuild it and you don't need to be Tesla. Anyway, he was supposed to order a Tesla, and they kept passing him over, treating him like fucking dog shit. I don't know if he ever got the Tesla that he ordered. I didn't really keep watching him. When you get all these subscriptions, or not subscriptions, but yeah, subscriptions to people's channels, it gets to be overwhelming. Some might have 30 or 40 notices a day, and like, fuck, how do I get through all this shit? So you're picking. Right. But he had been rebuilding Teslas for a long time. And one of the things this guy had stated on one of his videos is Tesla makes you pay them every year, kind of like a registration to put their vehicles on the road top of your other registration, like for whatever state you live in. Excuse me. And if you don't pay Tesla their fee, it's kind of like, I would think it's like a protect racket, right? This is a fee to pay us to make sure nothing bad happens to your car. If you don't pay that fee, or you stop paying on that fee, Tesla can remotely shut your car down, and it's nothing but a paperwork. Excuse me, it's nothing but a paperwork.
I tell you, if you got OnStar on your fucking vehicle, they can do the same goddamn thing. Just saying.
I don't have OnStar. I don't have any of that shit. In fact, I'll have to go look at the newer model tomorrow. But they took the styling cue from the Maxima, and I think it was the Murano or some other. I think of the fucking SUV name. They got so many of them. They took styling cues from those other cars, and they slapped it onto this new car, this 2021 Versa. It's got the color that I want. Depending on all the shit that's in the car, whether or not I want the car, will determine the price. And if I get an interest rate. Right now, I'm like, I think 8.7 to 8.9. But that was me signing for my car, and that was the lowest interest rate I ever got. Had shitty credit a couple years ago. I'm on my way to establish my credit better. I know that I'm no 800 or 900, but I'm like 720. And I'm getting up there on FICO.
Right. Well, you're doing better than me when it comes to that shit.
Yeah, well, you know,
But then,
credit's
but then
something.
again, I found out there was 4 people that stole my identity.
Yeah, you know, when that happens, you're fucked.
Oh, dude,
So,
did you know? Hey, this one's gonna blow your mind, man. I'm a murderer in jail or in prison in Tennessee.
really,
I sure am.
it does blow my mind.
I had to call Tennessee and tell him, by the way, that dude stole my identity. You can go look me up in Jefferson City, and you can see, and I'll give you my fingerprint. I had to give a fingerprint to the Rochester police down here so they could send it to them,
Right?
just to show them I was not the murderer in jail or in prison.
It's crazy, but
That, yeah, I thought I had that.
you know, fine.
Yeah, that shows you anybody can steal your goddamn identity and cause you big fucking problems.
Well, I went to look myself up the other day, and I see that thing saying that I'm on a government watch list. That might be fake, but you never know.
Right. So
And I knew that going to
yeah,
the board.
after finding that out, what was it? I think it was a week or so ago. I found that out.
Yeah,
And then I had to take care of it and all. You know, that's fucking insane, dude.
I didn't know that going to the border and holding a camera would put me on a government watch list. I'd like to find the fucker who called me in for having a gun in my backpack so I could drill him in the face continually and repeatedly until their head blows up like a watermelon. Am I making a threat? You're goddamn right I am, and that's the only threat
Not
you'll
on
ever hear
my
me make.
channel, you ain't. Not on my channel, you ain't. I'll throw you off for that. You won't
All
get
right,
my
not on
channel
your
shut
channel.
down for running your mouth like that.
Okay, not on your channel.
Now, does that mean I won't be your
Dreaming, I
friend?
hope.
No, that don't mean I won't be your friend. You just ain't gonna get my channel shut down for that. And then you'll be
Yeah,
back. You'll be back here tomorrow.
of course. But that's a shitty thing to do to somebody, you know? I think they were looking at getting tasered and beat up like Rodney King. I felt like it afterwards.
I agree. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Fucking nuts, you know?
We're doing it. But guess what? You could claim you were one of the first auditors swatted. I mean,
No, that's not necessarily. Well, I don't think that. Maybe in.
I
I
said
don't know.
one of. I said one of.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't know all the other auditors that were swatted.
To your point, it wasn't really something that was talked about. Hell, even almost 2 years afterwards, it wasn't really something talked about. You know,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, it's something that came out and started being talked about because it started becoming more and more common that people would call on the auditors to get them swatted.
Yeah, God knows Furry Potato went through a lot of bullshit as a result. And you know the crazy part about all that, Tammy? Is when I was in Discord, I used to run with those same people that were behind. Or that one guy that was mostly behind sicking the cops on Furry Potato. In fact, he asked me if I would help him. Like, fuck you, I ain't helping you. Want nothing to do with that bullshit.
Right.
Had I known,
No shit.
had I known the extent of what he was, I wouldn't have hesitated to get a hold of her right away, but it took me a couple months.
Right.
But
Yeah,
she had an idea.
that was pretty shitty of him to do. You know.
She had an
Right.
idea who was behind it, but she didn't. I didn't know the extent of the shit he was going to try to fucking, get her hemmed up and shit. I'm like thinking, why, man? She didn't do anything to you. Why be an asshole on top of it? Well, this is my opinion on. This is where the rubber meets the road. Where there were a lot of assholes in Discord. There were a First Amendment auditor, especially the head of the snake. We call her that woman.
Yep.
I couldn't understand why. On the one front, it was always said to me, "Hey Lou, fuck these people. They're gonna ruin your right and my right to hold a camera." I said, "But yeah, I get that, but you're not out there holding a fucking camera. You're in a Discord room bitching about other people holding the fuck and going out and actively fighting for my right and your right to do it."
Right.
So of course that would always
And
make some
I hate to
animosity when
say
I said
this.
that.
I hate to say this. They aren't the ones that are causing the fucking camera not to be held by you. It's your goddamn government fighting back against what is right and making
When they're
something
going to the government,
fucking wrong.
or they're going and when they do stuff like that, that's the problem. You know.
No, what you just missed, and the whole goddamn fucking flaw of that statement. They're gonna make it to where I can't hold a camera, okay, and use it. That's bullshit. They did nothing of the sort because they should have the right to hold a camera too, no matter what they're
We should all
doing.
have that right. We should all
Okay,
have that right, but there's
so
now new
the
laws being
person,
passed.
the person that's going to the entity that's going about taking your right is not the person out there with the camera doing whatever the fuck. It's your fucking government that is doing that. So you're pointing the finger at the wrong motherfucker. Just saying.
Well, what the point that I was trying to make is, even though our government is behind taking away some of our rights to hold the camera in public, with that whole distance thing and all that other bullshit, it was because of certain people from Discord going out and calling on the auditors when they were live. Now, we know about Furry Potato situation. Furry Potato wants to be called a woman. I got no problem with that. His old name, her dead name, as it's called.
I've never once cared
When
that.
they called her by her.
As a matter of fact, I said we needed more of her kind in the A1 because we need people, diversity, So,
I understand that, but what I'm trying to explain to you is, and I know you know this, but I'm trying to explain it so everybody here. They were calling for her by her dead name. She was live doing an audit,
Swammy.
calling ahead. Yeah, I agree with that, Swammy. And so when they were calling, because they knew the area she was at, because she was live streaming, it caused problems for her, as well as many other auditors. But I think people, in general, certain people, went out of their way to be extra mean to Furry.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that.
Because Furry Potato is different.
I agree with
and
that.
A lot of people. Yeah, I don't watch Cindy Renee. I don't watch bullshit. and don't watch propaganda, Swammy. And now the new norm is if they don't like you, someone's going to come to your house and fucking harass you and your family. That's the new norm of auditing today. I think it's bullcrap, but you got to just know the law and how you're going to deal with shit with people. But a lot of these chicken shit mothers, as I would call them, who don't pick up a camera and want to hide behind a fake troll account or stay in Discord creating more problems for the world rather than making it better, in my opinion. That's another reason I left Discord. But because I'm out here talking about it, I'm like an officer who's gone rogue and is telling on his own people. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes.
That's why I get a lot of hatred for the things that I say and do, because people in Discord do not want me talking about what's in Discord. The whole thing about Fight Club, the first rule about Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. Well, that's kind of the way it is with Discord. First rule of Discord is you don't talk about what we talk about in Discord and share it with everyone. And I'm pretty sure that they're doing much worse today than, in the 2 years that I've been on a Discord, or year and a half, whatever it's been. The plotting and the bullshit. It is what it is.
Yep.
People need to wake up and realize that if someone else is doing something for their own needs, stay out of it. If it doesn't concern you, just stay the fuck out of it. Don't offer an opinion. Don't get involved. Mind your fucking business. If it ain't your business, mind your fucking business.
By the way, Lulu, if you're still in here, hon, I just watched your video, the spicy stir fry shrimp with white rice. Oh my dear God, that looks so good. Just saying, if you're in here, Lulu, that looks really, really good if you're still in here, hon.
My wife is making mini quiches with bacon and spinach.
That sounds pretty
God,
good,
I
too.
can't wait. Oh, yeah. What happened today in Cindy Renee's chat, Swammy? Panel, tell us about it. So what else has been going on, Tammy? Anything exciting?
I don't know. I just recently got over a headache, dude, so I really ain't watched nothing or anything.
Yeah, COVID ruined me, man. I don't even watch TV anymore.
Except the first thing this morning, you know where I was. I was over there in Cobras, Stick Cobras. Did that.
I'm surprised did they arrest that guy for DUI or what?
Yeah, they arrested him for DUI. But if you watch his video,
this, but I learned something.
Watch that video. That fucking cop couldn't even do his own fucking test. He was trying to show the guy how to walk and put one foot in front of the other, and the motherfucker was tripping over his own feet himself. So how in the fuck could someone that trips over their own feet trying to show someone how to do something be the one to say that you got a DUI or not? When it looked like he should have got a DUI to me. Just saying.
Well, I learned a couple things from watching Spit and Cobra. One, I learned that in Arizona, you can refuse to take the DUI test, PBT, a portable breathalyzer test at all, ever, in that whole thing. I seen him do the hand-eye coordination movement, and I seen him do the walking. And from what I saw, he did a pretty good job with the walking, one foot in front of the other and keeping balance. I was impressed. Yes, you're right. The cop couldn't even do it himself without tripping over his fucking feet. 2, in Arizona, I guess it's like this maybe all over the country, but you'd have to check your local state laws. You can refuse a DUI test and go for a blood draw test. I don't know that one's better than the other. And I have a coworker, former coworker, who, while working for my company, blew a .9, but he didn't exhibit anything being drunk. It's just he had the smell seeping out his pores and on his breath. And of course,
Right.
company car got towed. My boss went ballistic, but they never fired him. Mainly because he's paying on a company vehicle that he bought from the company. So he's a part-time employee now, not a full-time employee. But I've never had to sign for my friends out of police custody, releasing them into my custody, making sure that, you know, I would get them home in a safe manner. Uh-oh.
Tyrant wars to expose me even further. I exited the bunker. I hid in after 7 minutes, figuring it was safe again. Paul, that's what he said.
7 fucking minutes. Love it, Paul. Now that's the kind of comedy that I'm used to.
Yeah,
Of
she
course,
took it down,
Swammy.
Swammy. She said private. I already went to go look at it. And
I don't have the time or the wherewithal to watch everything on YouTube, and you know, not sleeping right. I didn't go to sleep till like 12:30 this afternoon. I tried like hell to go to bed this morning. I just couldn't fucking do it.
Right.
And I was really tired last night at work, as you know. I was fighting a headache myself pretty much all night.
Mm-hmm.
One more night. And then I got a much rested day off. Get to go to date night tomorrow with the wife, dinner and a movie.
Yay, date night with the wifey.
Yeah. I've been working on my dirty nursery rhyme too, but I'm no farther than I was this morning. I think I'm going to go ahead and incorporate different people into it, not just one person. But if I do the one person one we talked about, oh man. I think for right now, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, stay low key, let them eat each other, because that's what they're doing. This war between Rick Rude and you know who, the one in the Power Wheels wheelchair, and Poo Poo the dog.
Power wheels.
Yeah. I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to continue to look in on it and laugh, because it's pure entertainment at this point. You know, good things do come up in fucked up packages. I'll say that. I'll give you a clearer definition off the air. But wow. I mean, it's just wow. All I can say is wow. You know, I didn't see it coming, and when it came, I was just like, wow. Wow, and another wow, exclamation point. Yeah,
God
Paul,
dang,
when somebody's that triggered and they're going to send you 3 messages in 10 minutes, you know you got them on the ropes.
Hey, Mommy and Minnie.
Go
Power
Rangers.
Rangers. That's
I'll be
funny,
your
Mommy
green
and Minnie.
Power Ranger. But wow, you know. And you know, the crazy part is we're on the internet, so anyone can say pretty much anything on the internet. I'm waiting for something I heard to develop. I hope it develops, and when it does, you'll hear about it once it's made public. Oh man, I can't wait. God, I can't wait.
Mhm.
In California, the penal system being what it is, it seems to be a letdown justice system wise with criminals. Like I know now that this state and all it has to offer offers more to illegal immigrants and criminals than it does law abiding citizens as far as the laws go.
Yep,
And that's
you're
really just
correct. You're correct. Why I won't go to California, dude.
okay. See,
Maybe
here's
to
the point.
go up to your house and say hi and then leave
Yeah,
again.
or go to Disneyland or whatever. Yeah, I get it, but
Fuck
trust me, it's a nice
Disneyland.
place to live.
You can take
It's a
Disneyland and shove it up your ass. I ain't going to Disneyland.
okay, Knott's Berry Farm then. Fuck you. But
Ain't going
it's
there
a nice
either.
place to visit, and if you have a good job, it's a nice place to live. But as far as go, it's shitty, completely
If
shitty.
I was to
And
go
Paul,
anywhere other than to your house to meet you, I would go to Inglenook Winery.
you know, parts of Northern California are nice as long as you're staying out of the sanctuary cities like San Francisco, so on and so forth. Because San Francisco has always been and continues somewhat to always be a sanctuary. I don't get it. I don't know. It's, I guess. That's why I'm not from here. And I tell people, hey, look, I may live in California. I'm not from California. You know, if I had a chance to go live in Arizona or Nevada, I think I would pick Arizona over Nevada. Yes, law enforcement. They're also getting driver's licenses in LA County. It's something they enacted a few years ago because there had been a lot of illegals behind the wheels of cars causing bad accidents, fatal accidents. And of course, if you're here illegally, you're not going to stop at the scene of a car accident.
That happens here in Rochester a lot as well. But most of the ones that are illegal getting into car wrecks that are like what you were just talking about are Ukrainians, not Spanish or Mexican or whatever. Yeah. And none of them have licenses. None of them have insurance or anything for the most part. Yeah. Why? What's wrong with Inglewood, Paul? Waiting, Paul. What's wrong with Inglewood Winery? That's true about the a lot of the immigrants and stuff. You're right, Paul. What happened to Salty? Did he run away or get a phone call or something? Go, go, Power Rangers. Eagle Watch. I don't even know why you got such. What's so wrong with Inglewood Winery or Ingle Watts or whatever you call it? I got Mommy and Minnie to laugh. I guess Salty Rant ran away or something. Oh, okay, Paul. Well, I'm sure the winery did not okay the guy to go ahead and steal your watch. So just saying. That was a long time ago back in the 80s. Inglenook's not in Inglewood, no.
Wow. You had a roll.
What the fuck happened to you?
Balling, bro.
What
Wife
the
came
fuck
in. I
happened
had
to
to
you?
talk to her. My wife
Okay.
came in. I had to talk to her.
Okay, that makes
my
sense.
boss came in.
Yeah, your parole
When the
officer.
parole officer speaks, I gotta listen.
Damn right, you better. If you want any of that nookie and that food.
Yeah, right. Man, being pussy whipped is rough. I gotta tell you, life just ain't fair.
Oh my God, no, life ain't fair. Life ain't fair. Don't be another emo now.
No, if I
We
was
already
gonna do
got
that, I'd be
someone
shitting in a
taking it.
diaper ranting.
We already got someone taking his place already, so don't go there.
Who's that?
Dirty Mikey.
Oh,
Whining
yeah,
and
yeah.
crying today about how life ain't fair. But
Mm.
he put the diaper on and put the binky in his mouth. Threatened
I
to
don't
throw
think.
someone out of his chat that's been in his chat since almost probably the beginning of his channel. Okay.
Really,
Yep. Just so he could have
somebody
someone
else.
more popular. So he could have someone more popular on his channel.
Yeah, I don't want popular. I want quality over quantity. There's a difference.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. And that's the
You
point
know.
I was making earlier before you came on here. Yeah. I'd
Um.
rather have people like you who's been with me through thick and thin, Swammy who's been with me through thick and thin, Caterpillar, who's been through with me through thick and thin. Mommy and Minnie at DSS.
Yep.
FDSS. I've been through thick and thin with both of them.
Yeah.
And
Good,
on
good
both
quality
on
people.
both sides.
Good quality
Things
people
like
are hard to come by these days.
that. And
Good
and
quality
if
people are hard to
and
come
if
by.
it came down to someone telling me, "Oh, I don't want to be at your channel because one of them are here," then I'll tell them, "Okay, good. Then don't be at my fucking channel." Because
Yeah.
then
Don't let
people
the
have
door hit you with a good Lord's foot.
they showed me where they're at. They showed me,
Right.
y'all showed me where you're at and how you support me. Hell, even when you got others, hell, even like Mommy and Minnie, she's a moderator in other channels and a lot of other channels. She takes her time to come in here and just say hi or Hulk smash the button, laugh, sit back, watch me, whatever. And while she's moderating in other channels, things like that. That's a good supporter. I don't want someone that's popular that'll tell me I need to get
I
rid
was
of
really,
her, or anything else.
I was really surprised when Spitting Cobra gave me a shout out this morning.
Hey, he was in here before you came in, and I tell you what, that fucking chicken dance he did right in front of them cops. Oh my god, I was dying fucking laughing. That one cop looked over at
Couldn't
him
believe
like,
he did that.
"What the fuck are you doing?"
Yep.
And he goes, "I'm trying to get thumbs up on my channel." I'm not fucking dying laughing. He's crazy as man, but damn, he's cool as fuck, man. I love that
Yep.
dude. He's
That
a
was an
great cop
awesome
watcher,
video.
dude. Yep.
Awesome video. And I like the way he's going to stand back the minimum distance that he can, all while getting the story, of course. And the cops are like, "What the fuck? We got a guy holding a camera. What's this about?" Thankfully, with that video, nobody got shot. Nobody got treated like a king, Rodney King. And even though the cops arrested him, like you said, and they were, pulling their evidence together, like he was saying, and it sucked. Still, it was nice and refreshing to see the cops acting moderately reasonable and respectful without, they still bullied the guy to a point, and I get that, but it was refreshing not to see an act of violence behind the badge and the gun. That's the point I'm making.
Actually, I
It was
didn't really see
refreshing to
him
see that.
bully the guy. I didn't really see him bully the guy. They did their job like they were taught to do. You know, I just don't see where they can have a cop that can't even perform the test that he wants someone else to perform doing that, though. That I have a problem with. The cop couldn't even walk a straight line, one foot in front of the other.
And that's, in my opinion, that's the disconnect between the police and the public. It's the whole "do as I say, not as I do." Well, because you have the ultimate power to fuck people's lives up. I'm seeing that on my end, dealing with the shit I'm dealing with legally right now.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. I want to be pro police, but after all the shit I've been dealing with the whole restraining order issue and all that, man, it is a huge pain in the ass. But if I don't go and do it and stay the course the right way, I'm going to regret it. That's why, providing everything works out, I'm going to go the right way, do what I got to do, and, lay out my case before the judge. I have more than enough evidence. Court. But I don't know that I'm even going to make it to court at this point. It's been a week since I submitted my paperwork. I'm like, how long does it take once you fill out a restraining order paperwork packet of 45 pages and submit it before it actually goes before the judge in the courts? It seems like it's taking forever. Now, of course, it's only been 3 weeks. So, in the of life, probably that isn't anything, but because I'm chopping at the bit and I want to solve my problem and be done with it, it seems a little bit more stressful. Maybe I'm just making it stressful without knowing it. Oh, eh. But I'll handle it legally and the right way.
Hey,
There's a guy
Roland,
that I subscribe to.
Paul was saying your car's worth more than that watch was. So
Yeah, but still, I mean, Rolex is a status symbol. I wouldn't wear. And then you'd have these douchebags tell me that I'm a douchebag for wearing a fake Rolex. But if someone were to rip me off, they'd get a fake $120 Rolex as compared to a real $10,000 to $12,000 Rolex. You know,
I wouldn't own anything with the name Rolex on it. It's just a fucking name.
next best thing is to go buy a nice Casio. I've got a bunch of Invicta watches, but I like Invicta. But they're not expensive. And they look
Amen to
expensive, but
that,
they're not.
Paul. Amen to that, Paul. I agree with that statement.
Yeah, Paul, I believe that's true. If you got a state job working for the DMV or the courts, you're in. You could rape, pillage, murder, do all kinds of dumb shit, and they're still not going to fucking fire you. And God forbid you have a family member in there who got you the job in the first place. Nepotism rules.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't have those kind of connections.
I don't either. I don't
Well, look, I'm
either.
going to go eat some dinner.
All right,
And I'm
go eat
probably
some
going to go
dinner.
back to bed first.
All right, go eat some
Thanks for
dinner
having
and
me on the
enjoy some
panel.
rest. Always,
I
man.
may call you
Always.
later if you're up. Take care, everybody in chat. Paul and Fullerton, I may give you a call later. I know, I know. You're like, thanks for the threat. That's not a threat. It's just a warning. All right,
That's
guys,
fair
I'm out.
warning, Paul. All right, talk to you later, Salty. Yep, some motherfucker out there with Jerry curls wearing your watch. You damn right, Paul. Well, y'all, again, I'm going to let you hear it again. Straight out of the horse's mouth. Let's see here. And he needs to remember, hey, Kelly, life is not that way. So, I'm going to let y'all hear that one more time right out of the purser's mouth.
Where I'm sitting, it's not fair.
Well, like I said, life ain't fair, buddy. Get over it. Grow up. Just saying. If life was fair, Mommy and Minnie and Hunter wouldn't have had to go through what they had to go through. Just saying. Life ain't fair. Got to go with the hand that you dealt with and try to deal with it the best you can. But I tell you, you ain't a little kid no more, Mikey. Just saying. You ain't no little kid no more, Mikey. But, and on that note, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down right now. I'm going to talk to y'all later. I wish y'all a good night, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever the case may be. Yeah, I agree, Paul. It's not fair at all. Quit being a Justin Emo Howling Wolf, threatening to shut down your channel for the night, sitting there threatening to fucking throw people off your panel out of your chat because they didn't get along with someone that was popular. I don't need someone popular if they want to get rid of someone that's been there for me for a long time. Just saying. Someone told me to get rid of Salty Rant because they were popular. Well, then I guess the popular guy needs to go away. You know, someone told me I had to get rid of Paula and Fullerton because they were popular. Then I guess the popular person needs to go away. So on and so forth. You know, people that's been there through with me over years of time, through thick, thin. I, you know, I'd rather have them, or from even if I was just starting a channel, that person been there with me since the time I started the channel. I think I'd rather have them. Just saying. You know, now if they were personally causing me a problem and going after me personally, that's a different story. Uh, um, not because of some problem between two people. You know, just think about it. And good night, Paul. You have a good, everybody have a good night. And I will talk to y'all later. I am out.